Okay, so we'll start off. Tell us a little bit about the festival.
So the festival's in its second year now. It was actually something that we sort of came up with between all the brewers. We were kind of, I don't know, we do a lot of festivals all of us throughout the year.
Yeah.
The South didn't really have anything to call its own. And between us all, we all get along super well. So the 10 breweries that are down here. And so we kind of wanted to do something together. A lot of us are a little bit time poor. So we decided to do it with Rec Park. And doing it with Rec Park was that we wanted to make it a fundraiser and a fun event. So it's a community-orientated event to raise funds for the sporting facilities, the hall, all the sort of stuff that goes with it, that we could basically put money back into the community whilst we all got to sort of do something together. We kind of catch up once a month and, you know, a few of us do some collab brews together and things like that, but it was kind of like, how do we all get together and do something that's kind of fun and cool? So, yeah, this being our second year, it's expanded a little bit more now. It's on the oval. It's a bit more...
So it's on Willunga Oval?
Yep, so we're on the actual footy oval now. So it spreads onto the grass area, a lot more music this year, and it's bigger and better.
Nice.
You've got to start somewhere as a thing and progress forward,
Yeah.
and which is what we've done now. So, yeah, really looking forward to it, and really looking forward to releasing our new beer, this Vienna Lager.
Hang on, don't tell the secret.
Oh, sorry.
That was
sorry.
going to be like a SA Weekly first.
What are we drinking?
Right. So before we get to that,
Yes.
before we get to the
Yes.
secrets,
Yep.
let's tell us about what beers will be available from
South
South
Coast.
Coast Brewing at the festival.
So we'll have two of our favourites, and which went really well last year, is Southern Session Ale, and our Porties Pale Ale will be there. And then this year we're going to throw our ESB on tap as well.
Your
Extra special bitter,
Yep.
so barrel aged ESB, and our new beer, our Vienna Lager.
right, so you're hanging to tell us about
I am.
You're okay.
I'm a bit excited about
Tell
this
us
one.
about the Vienna Lager.
So it's something that Barry, our new brewer, who works with us, and we sort of had an idea to do a progressive series of different beers that other people probably haven't seen before
Yeah, cool.
or haven't done before. So we had a bit of a look at it, and in Australia, I think there's two other guys that are doing this. One's in Victoria, one's New South Wales, making this sort of beer. So it's a reddish, copperish lager. So a bit of a trick on the eye. So it's sort of dark in colour, but sort of crisp and really easy to drink and almost a little bit sweet. It's not too... A Vienna Lager shouldn't be too malty. It shouldn't be too hoppy. It's just a clean, good drinking, darker,
That's what it
coppery
is,
sort of
isn't
beer.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's easy drinking.
So we're super happy with how this has come up. Hopefully the punters at this week's festival enjoyed as well. It's going to be really good for hot weather. So it's, I think, temperature for Saturday is 37 degrees. So it's going to be warm.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Down here it'll be about 33. So I know we've got some Mr. fans organised and things like that for people to stay cool and things like that. But yeah, so this
I'm
is
going to be
good.
in my bikinis with the bikini beer bloggers. So
Charming.
yes, well,
I'll make
Might
sure
have to get mine out too then.
I'll make sure I'm far away from that.
I'll be following you around.
Signing autographs for kids. No, that's probably weird. We're super happy with.
How do we get that?
Yeah, we're super happy with how this has come out, and it's just one of a few.
So Vienna Lager, what's its name? It's
That's what it is. So, sorry. We name all our beers
Yeah, so
for those
it's
who
a
don't know.
wine, yeah.
After all the areas. So this one's Victor Harbour. It's Victor Harbour Vienna Lager. So is what we've done. So
That's what I was hinting at.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
I knew all the other beers are named after
This one's Victor Harbour.
Victor Harbour Vienna Lager.
Yep.
Oh, you done
So
well.
it just rolls off the tongue. But
Yeah.
so yeah, we've probably got about another 4 beers up the sleeve that we're working on, but we just want to get right before we launch them and go.
Can you
from
tell
there.
us one? As an SA Beer Weekly first.
Bit of a hint.
Okay, so there's an English style beer that we'd like to make, and so Barry and I have had our own. It heads towards the dark territory. It's called an Old Burton Ale. So Burton-on-Trent. It's a really traditional English style beer, but it's a darker beer and almost heading towards like a black IPA, I guess is the best way to describe it. But we're kind of contemplating to have a crack at one of those again.
Maybe a release around
Sort of
winter
winter
season?
time, yeah. So it'll be a darker release ready for winter, but we're sort of in the process of making that now. And we should have another beer ready in 3 weeks. I've just got to find some tank space to put it in at the moment.
That's
so,
always it's everyone's drama, isn't it?
yeah. It's
Finding space for it.
too many ideas and not enough tank
Well,
space. So
yeah.
that's
Either that or you guys are doing such a good job that everyone's drinking it.
I think that's the thing at the moment.
Yeah.
We're
is.
super happy with
Yeah.
coming out of COVID. So happy with the local support and what everyone's done. So again, that's with the festival. It's a way of giving back. Everyone's supported us. So it's a way of giving back to the community and for all the support that they've.
And tell us a quick history of South Coast Brewing.
So we're into our sort of all blur now. It's 3.5 years. And so we've operated out of this shed for that time. But
Where are we? This is the brewery.
This is the brewery. So you're at the brewery and our function centre. So we rent this out for private functions, gatherings, things like that. So what's been really good with COVID is the backup of the amount of birthdays and functions and things like that has been absolutely incredible. So we're booked out through till April, end of April now already,
Awesome.
which is great. We run 2 venues. We run this place and we run our tap house up at, which you guys have been to.
Yeah.
Up at
Tell us where the tap house
the main
is.
street, so 8 Hill Street, Willunga, next to the Alma Hotel.
Yeah.
So yeah, we run that as just sort of like where you can pop in off the street, have a meal, all that sort of stuff too. So it's a restaurant tap house. Whereas here, this is the big venue. This is the brewery where the magic happens. It's Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
We have. I've seen the metal, the big
The
silver things
stainless
out there.
tanks, yeah.
Yeah.
It's surprising. People, we take it for granted, but people like looking at stainless. It's
Of course
something
they
that's
do,
bizarre
yeah.
that we see it every day, so it has
Yeah.
no real.
Yeah.
To
You
you,
know,
it's just words.
It's to us, it's just a tank, but to everyone else, they come in, wow, look at this is cool. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah,
Excellent.
Cool.
So, I am very impressed with this beer.
you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Yeah,
I
judging
think
by
it
that.
speaks words.
I'm not going to
for
lie,
itself.
it's not my first one today, so that's why I'm probably taking a bit longer.
It's
But
definitely our first one. It's always our first
Yeah.
one.
yeah, it's definitely it's come up exactly where we wanted
It's
it.
very different, isn't it?
It's something
very
that's different, and
It's nice.
yeah, I think it's something you can have more than one of, and that's the key with
Yeah.
all of our beers. Even with our red ales and our stouts and things like that, we want you to be able to drink more than one of them and not feel like, oh, I've had that now, I want to go on to something else.
Yeah.
Funny about that.
Drinkable.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
All right, so I am really looking forward to chasing you around in bikinis at the beer festival. So we'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll be
And,
there for sure.
You'll be too flat out to talk to us, but
I've always got 5 seconds for a chat.
5
We'll go.
seconds,
Alright.
right.
5 seconds for a chat. We can fit something.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.